some stories stay with us forever. They slip into our thoughts at night, return in moments of silence, and remind us that maybe, just maybe, there's more around us than we can explain. Let me take you through 5 accounts, true or not, you decide, that people swear actually happened. The first story comes from a young paramedic. He had only just begun his career when a call changed everything. An elderly man was having a heart attack. The team arrived quickly, cleared the family out, and began working on him. His skin was pale, his breathing labored, and between moments of fading consciousness, he clutched the paramedic's arm, begging for help. Then, just when it seemed he might stabilize, his eyes shifted. He looked beyond them, to the corner of the room. His expression twisted into pure terror. He began to pull himself away, as if trying to escape from something only he could see. "No, no, no! Please, no!" he cried. And then, silence. The paramedic watched as life slipped from his body, leaving behind a face frozen in unspeakable fear. To this day, he says he never wants to know what the man saw in those final moments. The second story belongs to a musician. He loved to experiment with sound, and one night he set up microphones around his bed to record the ambience of his room as he slept. He planned to mix it into a minimalistic track. His parents had lent him a house far from neighbors, perfect for a quiet recording. He fell asleep just after 11. The next morning, he pressed play and listened back. Hours of silence, until 3 hours and 24 minutes in. The sound of his bedroom door creaking open. He lived alone. The third story takes us to a university campus built around a large lake. In the center sat a small island with a gazebo, connected by 2 bridges. Students could cross straight through or take the long walk around the water. One night, a student left class late and chose the bridge. From a distance, he saw someone in a white hoodie coming toward him on the opposite bridge. When he reached the island, the figure had vanished. But on the second bridge, where they should have crossed paths, there was no one. No place to hide. He ran back to his dorm, terrified, and told his roommate what had happened. The roommate froze and asked, "Was it someone in a white hoodie?" He had seen the same figure the semester before. After that, neither of them crossed the bridge at night. And perhaps that's why, even though no one admitted it out loud, most students preferred the long way around. The fourth story is simpler, but it lingers. A boy once bought a broken radio at a second-hand shop. He spent the night tinkering with it, attaching an old antenna, and searching through the static for a signal. Finally, he found a faint crackle. Then, the noise stopped. A voice cut through the silence. "It doesn't work. We're already dead. We're already dead." The boy froze in place. He never touched the radio again. And then, the final story. A high schooler was up late, studying for an exam. Around midnight, there was a knock at his door. His mother's voice called out, "Honey, I brought you something to eat." "Open the door," he replied. "Leave it there, Mom. I'll get it in a bit." But she knocked again, insisting. He refused, until her tone changed. She began shouting, furious, demanding, "Shut up and open the door! Open it now!" He froze. His mother had never spoken like that. He was about to open the door when her voice softened again, pleading, "Please, just open the door." And that's when he remembered his mother was away at his grandmother's house. His father was working the night shift. He was alone. The knocking stopped. He heard footsteps walking slowly down the stairs, then silence. He stayed in his room until morning, too afraid to move, until his father returned. He never told anyone what had happened. But even now, he wonders, what would have happened if he had opened that door? Some stories are meant to be warnings. Others are just shadows of things we'll never understand. But all of them leave us with the same uneasy question. Would you have reacted differently?